glorious rising. Peace, beloved. Peace, family. Peace to the gods and the earth. Welcome back, family, to another SHU Comedic Yoga Instructional Flow with Ness. We are back in the sanctuary, and I am feeling very, very happy to be here right now. And I thank you all for joining me today, the top of the day, the end of the day, or the middle of the day, for this flow. We are opening the doors of expansion and enjoy with this flow. This flow is going to be catered to our arms and shoulders, but really more of an intrinsic feeling that we are more so searching and developing within this flow, within every flow that we do. It is to actualize the astral body that we are able to connect to by tapping into the energies that these ancient smai pouts or movements or asanas provide from the teachings that came before us. All you really need today is space, a little quietness. I'm burning a beautiful incense right now. And your mat may need some blocks for this asana, for these smai pouts, for this sequence. It may not be necessary depending on your practice level. Enjoy the sequence, enjoy your day, and continue enjoying your life. Thank you. Let's begin in the middle of our mat in a cross-legged seat. Now you can do any type of double bounded, like a seated position that suits you. I'm going to come to a regular comfortable seat right now just to get into the inner body and the inner dialogue and our frequency. I want us to close our eyes. Just going to take a few breaths to settle our energy, to settle the mind, to relax the nervous system, to open up the passageway that travels between each back. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale deeply through your nose. Inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale deeply through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Release. Allow the eyes to bat open. Coming out to our outer body, our physical body. And we start moving side to side, releasing your shoulders, getting into your spine. Matching your inhales with your exhales. We're going to take a few rounds of cat and cow in the seated position, grabbing onto our shins and our knees, lifting the chest, dropping our sitting bone back, pushing our stomach forward, exhale round, making a nice cave into our inner body. Inhale, lift the chest up, bring that eyesight up, maybe looking at the tip of your nose. Exhale, we round. Inhale, we look at the tip of our nose, we raise our chest, pick up our chin. Maybe our head tilts back just a little bit. Pull on those knees to pull your chest forward into your biceps. Exhale, we round. From here, reach your right arm out long and reach your left arm out long. Just gonna open up our wrists a little bit more. Bring your hands to your heart space, palms connected. Interlace your fingertips with one another and press your palms away from your chest. Just opening up our palms, opening up our fingers, and stretching our forearms. On your inhale here, raise your hands above your head. Exhale, cascade them out long. Right goes to the right, left goes to the left. Bring them back to your heart space. This time, interlace your fingers, but have your fingers pressed towards you. Your palms pressing towards your heart space. Just bending your fingers in the opposite direction that we just did. Exhale, extend both arms out. Left goes to the left, right goes to the right. Bring your hands back to your heart space. Interlace your fingers one more time. This time, just press away from you. Knuckles facing you, palms facing the opposite direction. Exhale, release your hands going out long. Allow your right palm to meet the earth and allow your left hand to cascade over your left ear. Press through that right palm to get long through the left side body. See how your connection with the right hand to the earth is able to open up that left side even more. Exhale, turn your belly button to face the right knee and just drop over your right knee and or thigh. Press your left hip to the left bottom edge of your mat. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Allow your left hand to circle around and drop to the left side. Left hand's pressing into father gap into the earth. Your right hand's gonna start sliding towards your right thigh and tilting over your right ear. Reach through all 5 fingertips on the right hand. Try to extend through that right elbow. Press out of that left hand to keep you long on the right side body. The length on the left side body is gonna help with the arching of the right side body. So how these counter sides of our body are helping each other get long and or bend deeply. Exhale, let your right hand drop over your left knee, thigh. Look towards your fingers. Let your head get heavy. Inhale deeply. Exhale, allow your biceps to turn towards Mother New. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Allow your right hand to swing towards the right. Now we're just dropping over our shin, getting into our hips a little bit more. On your inhale, slide your chest up to sit the same way you began. And grab onto your right shin with your right hand and vice versa with your left hand. From here, activate your feet, point them forward. I'm obviously facing the long edge of the mat, but I'm only doing this so it's a better representation for you at home. Pull those shins, those knees towards your groin and pull that sitting bone back in alignment with your seat. And you'll feel your spine erect and become straighter. And straight's all relative. Maybe it's become a bit more stable and you're more comfortable sitting in this position now. Pull that navel in, elongate through the front body, but pulling the navel in, pulling the belly button towards the spine and dropping yourselves over your 2 shins. You can let your arms spew out long or keep them out wide how we had them prior to. Getting into our hip sockets and our sitting bones. Exhale, sit back up. Plant your palms onto the outsides of your hips. And just slowly start to, like you're in down dog when you're pedaling out your feet. Same thing here. Pedal out through the hands. Just press into your palms. Feel the grip into your fingertips. If you need to pause the video here to warm up the wrist some more, go right ahead. Flip your palm to the opposite direction so your fingertips are facing the opposite side of your mat. They might be hanging off here. And go the same thing, just bending your elbows from side to side. Pull your shoulders back. Maybe walk your hands out a little bit more. Now we're gonna go from seated forward fold to a few lift up variations. And if you need to pause the video, like I said, and to work on your wrist mobility and connectivity, go right ahead by all all means. Do what's ever necessary for your body. Like we said earlier, getting into that self-dialogue, that internal dialogue, in that journey. Flip your palms to go forward and just drop down past your shins one more time. If you're facing the front edge of your mat, great job. I'm just going to turn myself to face the front as well. Still sitting in our seated forward fold. We're going to go through some boat variation to some lift up variations. And take some wrist circles here if you need to, just to warm up. This may be your first practice, this may be your second practice, or your third, or your last practice. But just in case it is your first practice, I suggest doing some wrist circles, stretching out those wrists just a little bit more. If you're all warmed up, maybe you float already, maybe you just woke up naturally warm. That's great. Let's enter this flow, this sequence. So in our seated forward fold, we're going to inhale deeply, and we're going to pull our hips back, our navel in, and we're going to allow ourselves to drop over our shins, reaching into the newer heights, into the pond of a reality of love that we continuously create and cultivate every day. Getting into our hips, let your hips get heavy. From here, pull yourself back up to sit upright and let your big toes connect with Father Gap, just your big toes. Keep those heels off of the ground. And from here, allow your palms to face Mother Nu, the sky above us, and bring your fingertips to connect. Continually pull those inner thighs together, getting that compression towards your groin, but more so concentrating on those inner thighs. Now from here, give yourself a cross. You can go right in front of left, and you're just going to come back to your seated position. Roll your shoulders over your sitting bones. Pull your navel in and back. And you're going to pull your hips up to come into a lift up variation. Exhale, we drop our feet back down and our bums, and we come into the cross-legged seated position we just were in. Now once again, beloved, if you need some blocks, I have some blocks right here. But for this sequence, I'm not going to use them. Grab your blocks, plant them on each side of your body. Maybe I will demonstrate them for one round. So with our blocks, they're going to be on the outsides of our hips. As close and as comfortable as possible. Exhale, bring your navel in towards your spine. Your spine becomes long. Erect through the back body. Let your big toes connect with the earth. This time, just raise your palms up a little bit higher. Feet, your big toes are still connected. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your nose. Work on that compression of your groin. See how your core can lift you up a little bit higher. Exhale, give yourself a nice cross. Incorporate your blocks here if need be. Press through your palms, press into the blocks, and we lift our sitting bones up. And if your sitting bones are up and your feet are still connected to the ground, that's so good. That's perfectly fine. If you want a little more challenge, bring those knees in towards your chest by using your core strength. For 3, for 2, and 1. Maybe you like to play around with it and wobble. Inhale deeply, pull back on your shins, get into those hip sockets, and exhale, fold. See if you can keep that connection between your hip sockets from the forward fold, obviously to the boat variation. And the lift up variation. Exhale, round your spine as if you're in cat pose. Bring your big toes to connect with Father Gap. Bring your knees, your shin bones up higher this time for this variation. Maybe your hands are sinking lower than your shins. That's perfectly fine. And see how you can lift through the front body to pull those knees in and use engagement in your core a bit more. For 4, for 3, 2, 1. Cross, maybe left over right this time. Where we roll over slightly to pick ourselves up. And we drop our feet down, we drop our bums down, and we enter that forward seated fold one more time. Exhale, round your spine, come back to sit, and we pull our knees, our thighs in towards our chest, but we lift our chest through our belly button. We engage through our hamstrings to extend or bend our legs. Keep them towards your navel. Use your navel to lift you up. Maybe now we align our forearms with our shins for 5, 4, pull them in a little bit more, 3, so you can roll those shoulders back, 2, spread through all 10 toes, all 10 fingers, 1, cross, and we work on our lift up. And we drop our feet, let our bums connect with the earth, and we allow ourselves to drop, pulling our shins in. Protect those knees by using your toes and pointing them forward. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Allow yourself to round for the last round. You can do it. Pull your knees, your thighs in towards your chest. Remember, use those inner thighs for that engagement. See if you can straighten out your legs a little bit more this round. And straighten out those arms a little bit more this round. If you fall out, don't worry. Hold there for 5, 4, 3, 2, pull your biceps back. And 1, cross, left over right or right over left. And we lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we draw. Allow your hips to stay heavy, maybe heavy, more so than connected. Heavy, pressing them, inching them every round closer and closer to the ground. Feel how you're opening room for this compression. We got a total of 10 rounds of forward fold to lift up variations. We got another 5 coming up here. Round your spine. Stack yourselves in. Elongate through the chest and spine. This time, keep your big toes connected towards the ground. Lift your biceps in against your ears. Turn towards the left. Drop your hands towards to the left side. Keep your arms open like you're carrying the wheel or carrying the moon or the sun in your hands. Stay here for 5, 4, 3, really reach, 2, 1, come back to center, twist the other way, keep that moon shape of your arms, keep your arms out wide. Back up top, we cross, and we lift up. And we drop back down. Excellent. Stay heavy in the hips. We got 4 more rounds. Maybe you're building some heat now, building some sweat. You're doing great. Round your spine up. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Maybe big toes stay connected towards the earth. Maybe our forearms lift up towards our bicep. We go to the left first for 5, 4, 3, 1. Back to center, over to the right. Squeeze your thighs towards each other. Keep yourself lifted by engaging the abdominals. Point your toes. Open up all 10 fingers. Back to center. Cross. Let your hips stay heavy. Squeeze your perineum. Your mudra. And we drop our feet back down. We sit back down. 3 more rounds. And we drop down. Maybe on each inhale, you'll notice that you're able to pull your hips back towards the back edge of your mat a bit more. And then on your inhales, your exhales, you're able to fall in deeper and pull your collarbone towards the top edge of your mat. So fine, so good. A few more rounds, keep those feet active. This time we raise our shins off our shins to the middle portion. Hands, frame our shins, reach up, reach to the right this time. For 5, 4, 3, keep those feet active, 2, 1, swing back to the middle, opposite side, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Middle, we cross, maybe right over left this time. We lift. 3, 2, 1. We drop. We release back down to our forward fold. Maybe you want to take an inhale here. Pull your sitting bones back. Pull your navel back. Get long through your lower back. Lift the collarbones forward. So drop in. Exhale, come back up. Plant your big toes first if you want. If you can stay right there, stay right there. If you feel that this connection is the best for you, honor this place right here. If you want to go a little further, keep your legs up. Go to the right. Inhale back up. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale back up. Cross. Right over left. We got one more round after this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great work, family. And you can drop over your shins. Let your hips get heavy. And be easy. Find the ease in the challenge. Find the comfort in the discomfort. Maybe not comfort, because comfort may insinuate that our heights will always be our heights. Our highest will always be our highest. Our highest right now may be our lowest point in a month, next week, tomorrow, in an hour. And that's great because we're constantly changing and progressing. Last round, beloved. You're doing it. You did it. Big toes connect with the earth if you want. Or we bring them up higher if you want. And we go to the right this time for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Right over. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last cross. And we lift up. And we drop down. So what we're going to come into next are what I call malasana compressions. Falling forward over your calves or your shins, activating your feet. And I like these compressions because they really get into your hip sockets. They're really good for your lower lumbar spine. And they help with our malasanas because they teach us where we're really engaging from and where we're pulling that power up. So what we're gonna be doing here, you may need to grab your blocks here, is we're gonna go from a lift up position to placing both feet on towards the earth. Now, if you have different variation to get into your malasana pose or sit cat squat, that's perfectly fine. Enter that how you see fit. If you want to travel with me, grab your blocks. Or just use your hands. Plant your right palm on the block or the earth. Plant your left hand, same thing. And you're gonna do your lift up the same way you did. So round yourselves over your lower body. We're picking ourselves up, planting the right and the left foot. And now you're in your deep malasana squat. I'm gonna face you, beloved. Now you're in your deep malasana squat. From here, just slide your bum back down to the earth. The only difference here is that our bum is connected with the earth and our soles of our feet are glued to the earth as well. You want your foot to be as flat and as compressed as possible. And you're gonna feel this in your hip flexors, the space between your thighs and your sitting bones and your ribs. So all of this area is where we tend to keep a lot of tension. Even sitting like this right now, you could feel it compressing happening. It speaks to our root and the amount of time you may be sitting. So a lot of the times, a lot of us, our day asks us to sit down, to be on the ground, to be in chairs. So doing this maybe like twice during the day, especially if you work in an office or work at home, just sitting like this, work on this compression is great. And from here, you can go to a wide-legged seated fold, extending your right or your left arm, or your right and your left leg long. Also from here, you can go to a boat variation, which we all will go to, by bringing our big toes to connect and extending long. You can hold onto your hamstrings here for extra support, or just bring your hands to your heart center for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right away, you can grab your feet and plant them back down onto the ground, so you can scoot your bum up a little closer towards your heels. Let your chest get long, let your heart travel up, let your hips get heavy. Maybe you're holding onto your big toes, the outer edges of your feet, maybe your arms are just nice and long. Go back to your boat variation for 5, 4, 3, 2, keep those hip flexors activated and alive. 1, plant the soles of your feet and just reach up, reach forward one more time. This is a great crow prep, a great malasana, Saket squat prep. Extend your legs out long. And if you want to get funky in here, go right ahead. Maybe you grab on the outer edges when you go to your boat and hold your feet up long. Maybe you're wrapping and binding your hands behind your back if you're really flexible in your arms. Make it yours. Make it uniquely yours. Extend. Drop back down and just reach for the last round. In your boat. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Plant the soles of your feet. You reach forward one more time. Cross your ankles however which way you can. Enter into an all fours position. From here, we're going to do a few rounds, cat and cow, literally like 2 rounds. Lift your chest, extend to the heart, drop the belly, lift the sitting bones. Exhale, round. One more round of that. Dropping your belly, lifting that chest, lift your heart straight up. Pull your hands back energetically, grip through all 10 fingertips. Exhale, we round. Bring your big toes to connect, knees separate out wide. Untuck the toes, now to tuck them when you're sitting back by pressing into your palms. Let your hips continuously get heavy. Let those hip sockets continuously start working. And reach your hands forward, coming into the variation of child's pose. You feel your shoulders release. Allow your head to get heavy. Allow your head to drop in between your biceps. Maybe start wiggling from side to side. Articulating the spine. Spinal health is so imperative because this is the highway. The connection between our lower body, our upper body, our nervous system, our digestive system, holding all of our bones and bones that contain the organs in which that we use are all based and rooted through our spine. So having spinal health, articulating the spine to some degree daily
Really helps with the release of tension, the bodily fluid, and breath. Plant your left palm flat into the earth. Extend through the right hand towards Mother New, towards the sky above you. Exhale, tap the right palm to the inside of the left wrist. Inhale, we rotate back up. Exhale, we tap the left wrist. Inhale, we rotate back up. Hold this one for one. Open up all 5 fingers. Close them. Open it. Close them. Open it. Close off by sliding the right hand underneath the left arm socket, I was going to say. You can bring that left hand in your eyesight towards your face and press your fingertips to pull your left shoulder over towards the right side of your mat. And your right body, your right ribs, your right shoulder is going to want to reach towards the left. Exhale, flatten the left palm completely. Press through the left palm to rotate back towards Mother New with the right hand. Reach. Spread all 5 fingers. Close your hand. Make a fist. Now punch the hand towards Mother New. Maybe let your bicep drop over the right ear. Feel your right ribs really stretching. But you can also feel your left hip flexor turning on here, because you're pressing through your left palm to sit back and open almost in a twist. Exhale, let your right hand meet the earth. Now we're rotating right to the left side. Inhale, we rotate open. Let your right hip flexor, hip turn on and be alive. Exhale, we touch the right wrist, the left hand. Inhale, we rotate back up, pulling our left side body towards the right going towards the left. Exhale, we touch the inside of our right wrist. Rotate back up once again. Open up all 5 fingers. Close them. Make a nice fist. Reach. Open up. Close. Last one, open. Close. We slide. We guide. We travel that left arm underneath the right arm socket and or space that we made. Exhale, bend the right hand in alignment with the left, with your eyesight, and you're pulling your left ribs, that's what I meant to say, towards the right side of the body. The right side body is now turning towards the left side of your mat. Stay heavy. Stay breathing. Stay centered. Exhale, plant the right palm flat into the earth. Press through the right palm to slide yourselves up. Reach the left hand back and away towards Mother New. You could open up that left hand completely. Spread all 5 fingers. Close all 5 fingers. Reach that fist towards Mother New. A little bit more, and more. Exhale, let that left bicep drop over the left ear. Let your left neck, your left side of the neck get long. Maybe you could see the fist out the corner side of your left thigh. Exhale, drop the left hand down. Inhale, take a cow pose. Exhale, take a cat pose. With all 10 toes tucked, slide your right hand up, slide your left hand up. Enter your pyramid posture. See how your tailbone has a little bit more height to travel. Inhale deeply, exhale. Press your hamstrings back, your thighs back. Wrap your shoulder girdles, your shoulder blades around the body. Press through your triceps, get long. Look towards your feet, between your knees, your thighs, or your navel. You can look forward between your palms. You can step and walk your way to a thoracic posture, or if you want to challenge yourselves, bring your big toes to connect to married to touch. Look forward and just catch yourself before releasing down into your thoracic posture. Now, once again, if this is a little march intense on your calves. Place a block underneath your bum, and that will keep you upright, and that will take some tension off. From here, you can move from side to side if you want. We're gonna do, another lift up into flying grace. Flying into grace is what I like to call it. And how this works, you're gonna be lifting yourselves off of the ground in this thoracic posture. Once again, a block is absolutely not needed, but you can absolutely use it for this round. You want your biceps facing forward towards the top edge of the mat, and you can press into your palms and to the tops of your feet to bring your knees towards your chest and have your feet connected to the ground still. And that's a great variation to take. If you want another variation, what you'll do is press to the tops of the feet and your palms to lift up both. And you drop back down. So we're gonna try that for one more round. If you did it with the demonstration, congratulations. Pressing through your palms, pressing to the tops of your feet. Round yourselves like we did at the beginning to lift. 5, 4, 3, higher. 2, press to your palms. 1, drop your shins down. This time we're gonna transition, so we're gonna do the same thing, just gonna plant the right and the left foot down to come into almost a very compressed and short forward fold. Plant your right, plant your left palm, grip with your right and your left palm, press through all 10 fingers, press to the tops of the feet. Once again, you can leave your feet on the ground or press into grace. 5, 4, 3, 2, plant the left, plant the right leg. Halfway lift up. Keep a slight bend in your knees. Exhale, we forward fold. We're gripping the earth with all 10 toes. Maybe start pedal out your feet just a little bit. Coming into our first fold of the day, or maybe of the sequence. Halfway lift up, looking forward, reaching that collarbone forward. Exhale, we fold. Slide your right hand and your left hand forward. I kind of said slap and slide in one word. Was not meant to occur the way it just did, but I'll take it. Try to root your heels into the earth and press your palms. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Inhale deeply. Exhale deeply. Last one, inhale. Exhale. From here, you can extend or just guide your right foot outside of the right hand. Drop your right knee, beloved. Keep your fingertips onto the ground here. And I want you to lift the chest up this round. Work on lifting that chest up. Pull that right hip back and let that left hip continuously get heavy. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale, plant. Lift the left knee by driving the left heel back and pressing through the left toes. Look at your left toes if you can and step back into your pyramid posture. Left foot's gonna travel back just to travel forward. Dropping the right knee down. Planting the right fingertips and the left fingertips into the earth. We're lifting our chest. We're using our abdominal wall and our connection between our abdominal wall to pull our chest up. And pulling the chest, you're gonna feel the front of your hip flexors activates a little bit more. Honor that space. Keep driving into that big right toe. Lift the right knee off the ground. Right and left hand plant. Look at your right big toes. Slide back. Great work. Plant your right palm. Plant the left palm. Let's go right to the opposite side. Let's go left side first though. Kick back to kick forward. And this time we're going to step in between our palms with the left foot. Drop the right knee down. And from here, what you're going to do, we're going to open the doors of joy. By reaching up, big toes on the right side are still tucked. Exhale, I want you to lean forward. You're closing the doors. Inhale, we're opening it. Exhale, we're closing the doors of joy. Opening the doors of joy. Closing them. opening them. Last round. Close it to open. Using our spine once again. Exhale, plant the right and the left hands to frame the left foot. Look at the right big toe. Inhale. Exhale. Pyramid posture. Step forward with the right foot by extending it back to bring it forward. Roll onto the top edge of the left big toe. Step that right foot forward. And let's open the doors of joy, of peace, of bliss. Exhale, we close it off. Inhale, we open it up. Shine your heart space up and open. Exhale, we close it off. Open. Exhale, we close it off. Last one. We open. Exhale, we close it off. Drop your right and left hand. Lift the left heel off the knee, off the ground. Look at your left big toe. Slide back to your pyramid pose. We got the last round here. Let's go back to our left foot. Left foot now, fam, is going to step in front of the right palm. Extend the left leg to go back. Use your hip flexors. You don't have to reach. Just look for some space. Maybe you want to guide the left knee to the left elbow first and then work on that cross with your abdominal walls. Step the left foot down. And now you're in a very almost tight-knit lunge variation. Drop that right knee. Keep the right toes tucked up. Inhale. Slide your palms above your crown. So now your left heel is in alignment with your right knee, or it's very close to alignment with your right knee, wherever's comfortable. Grip with all 5 toes on the left side. You want to pull that right hip back and try to equalize both hips. So you don't want one going too far forward or too far back. You want to feel them rooted in towards each other. Inhale, we raise our hands. Exhale, bring them out to the side. Now I have a wall next to me, so I can't really open up as much as I can, but I want you guys to really open up those doors and close them off. Open up those doors and close them off. Entering like a cat-cow pose. Enter variation with our spine and close them off. Last one. Open up, dig through the big toes on the right foot. Dig. Pull your elbows back, pull them back. Exhale. Plant the left hand first. Once you plant the left hand, lift the right heel, the right knee off the ground. Plant the right foot as much as you can to the outside of that left knee. Come into almost with a twist. Pick that left knee off of the ground. Now, once again, fam, you can enter side curl here if you want, or just enter it back into your pyramid pose. The side curl there might be a little extra, but if you got it, take it. Right to left. Right foot drops to the out, in behind the left wrist. Drop the left knee down. And once again, find your alignment, find your positioning. Grease the left hand first, then the right hand. You can bang your elbows into ka, a variation. Open the doors to close the doors, beloved. Open the doors of joy. Close the doors. Open the doors of joy. Close the doors of joy. Open the doors of joy. Close the doors of joy. Last one. Open. Close. Lovely. Plant the right palm. Press through the left big toes to lift the left knee. Plant the left hand on the outside. Once again, if you want to enter side curl here, go right ahead. If you don't want to, exit out. Enter your pyramid posture. Plant your right and your left foot. I want you to look forward. Lift the heels. Once again, family, try to catch yourself into grace. And drop your shins, the tops of your feet down into the earth. Inhale deeply. Exhale, we fold. We're going to end our practice in this forward fold here. I want to say thank you for joining me, the collective, the family, in today's opening of joy, comedic flow. Peace to the gods and the earth. Anku Jasinek. Namaste. Thank you.